Such a wonderful word. Look across it. Rise and shine. This is your time. This is Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. We bring love to the woman of the world now. Yeah, yeah. Everywhere you are, with a good vibration, positive meditation. Yeah, yeah, oh, oh, oh. Yes. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Oh, yeah, get it if you can now. Love for the woman of the world, love for the boys and girls, love protect Mother Nature. Love is waiting for your love. Motivation Academy, love Motivation Academy, love Motivation Academy. Love is everywhere. Oh, love for the woman of the world, love for the boys and girls, love protect Mother Nature. Love is waiting for you. Love Motivation Academy, love Motivation Academy. Love is everywhere. Wake up, now rise and shine. 2-month show is a journey of a lifetime. So divine. This is the one time deal. So much to reveal. Oh no, oh no. Say, don't waste your precious moments, because in destruction, connect yourself to the beauty of consistent action. Love, woman of the world, love to the boys and girls, love, we protect Mother Nature. Love is waiting for you. Love, Motivation Academy, love Motivation Academy, love Motivation Academy. Love is everywhere. Love to the woman of the world, love to the boys and girls, love, we protect Mother Nature. Love is waiting for you. Love, love is everywhere. So you and I can set things straight. That means we can cooperate. I've got love when you've got hate. Why don't we alternate? See an arse for murder, the rhythm while thunder. I give love to the living, yeah. Ooh. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Get it if you can, yeah. Love to the woman of the world, love to the boys and girls, yeah. Love to protect Mother Nature. Love is waiting for you. Love is, love is, love is everywhere. Oh, love to the woman of the world, yeah. Love to the boys and girls, yeah, 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 yeah. Love is, love is, love is, love is everywhere. Yeah, yeah.
First time ever on a dope plate. This one a Stevie Culture song. Voicing for 2-man production. Watch it out. Hey, you better hold your joy and never end the joy. Yes, you better hold your joy and never end your joy. You better hold your joy and never end your joy. Yes, you better hold your joy and never end your joy. Watch out now, a bad mind, some bad mind, make them not happy yo. A envious, make them not happy yo. Grudgeful, them cannot copy. Can't sleep on like them and not sleep on copy yo. See, I wanna try to make a food and you was happy, yo. See me with the things I wish I you did that you you cannot sleep at night. If everybody you a fight, if you don't stop to take a out your life, it's better if you hold a joy and never end your joy. Put your better hold your joy and never end your joy. You better hold your joy, never end your joy. Yes, you better hold your joy and down to end your joy. Hey, why are they so envious and bad mind? You always fight against your brothers when you see him above the light. Why always encourage him to stay forward, not behind? That's why your brother can be better in a growing world of mine. Because we now hold the joy. We always try to end the joy. With your better hold your joy and never end your joy. You gotta hold your joy and never end your joy. Hold on to your joy, true man production. What we tell them again, we say we not gonna make nobody rock me up with happiness. Me a go seek up that kingdom and me always will be blessed. To righteousness I have access, and righteousness is what we always possess. So always do my best and make Jah do the rest. Never think of myself as being less, but always hold on to my joy and happiness. You know we never stress, yeah. We are gold with joy. We never end with joy. We always hold with joy and never end your joy. Hold on to your joy and never enjoy. Never enjoy. Hold on to your joy. Preaching it to man and woman, girls and boys. Rest of our life. So that's it, fight. Live and never die. Rule and the bring it up for you and fight. Yeah. So that's it, I know. Human production and positive vibration. When I say number every radio station, this is like a wicked man interception. Cause first the man have to give them correction, because they're going down the wrong direction.
Boom! Live and direct. I'm back, Janik, your host. Motivation Academy. Yeah, that's me. That's me, the Motivation Academy guy. Yeah. Now I have that. I might be looking up like this a few times because I put the chat up there. It's easier for me to see. Might make it bigger too. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Perfect. Oh, I have it there too. So now I put two windows instead of always turning my head. I just realized after thousands and maybe, I don't know how many live I've done. But I still learn. You learn every day. There's so much stuff to learn with life. So much stuff to learn in life, with life. Very often we dismiss those. Got your gloves on, it's Boxing Day. No, I don't know. I'm not a big shopper. I'm not a consumer. People love to consume. That's really what it's gone to. Consuming society. It's like we must consume the maximum stuff we can. It's like I don't think all these material things in the end come and scare you because you're afraid to lose them. So it creates fear. So the less stuff possible you have around you, possibly to control you. You know, if you don't have if you don't let the thing control you, you're free. The reason why we are so stuck in the low vibration is because we let a lot of things control our the outcome of our life. The outcome of our life, when we have to take, first of all, responsibility for our life. Very, very important. Like, it's not a responsibility. You have that responsibility. It's not because you don't have it and I don't have it. It's just we must really, really like train ourselves to great. Like all these, when I said there's lots of things we have to learn with life, it's true, because we even have to learn that life is worth living. You know, it's worth living. For sure, there's greater vibration accessible than the low vibration of Babylon, of the everyday life that everyone experiences. I think life is bigger than that. It's much. Winds are hauling here. Boom. Red Rose Rocker is in the house with the confused chatter. Mario, Velvet, big up Velvet, big up Leslie. Leslie est au rendez-vous, comme toujours. C'est bien. You know what I love? I love to see that we're dedicated and motivated to find a greater meaning in life. And there is a greater meaning with life. Life is just not because the most people, the meaning, the conception or the meaning they have of life is working 9 to 5, paying your bills, retired, live for your holidays, and this and that. That's the normal life of pretty much everybody I know, and that was my life. So, I know that life is bigger than that. I get something huge to do here. I get something huge to do, but it will be done only if I do it. That's the thing. No one else will do it for you. So you have to go into action. You have to step into your fears. You have to go into action. Conquer everything that holds you back and just rise and shine. It's the order of the day. Rise and shine. That's it. So I don't know. To me, it's very, it could, anything that we want to do, we can say it very easily. It's easy to say, but it's another thing to do it. I overstand that. But it's the only reason why we're incapable maybe to shoot. Forgot to say hi, Jenny. Shoot! Velvet's in the house. Of this lair roar. Yeah. No, I think it's just something that we have to train ourselves. That's why it's good to come here. That's a training we do. We train ourselves to greatness. That's not something that my brain told me from start, because I've been programmed, I've been brainwashed, indoctrinated. I put it on. It was all the rest. What I experienced was pretty much all the rest. So now that I'm out of this confusion, I can focus a little bit more, let go of distraction, and start creating something of value. That's what we must do, create something of value. Hold on. Whoops, forgot to put the microphone. Because if we don't create something of value, what are we doing exactly? If we're not creating, we're being victims, no? I think it's an opposite. Because black, white, they put all kinds of duality. So if you're not creating, what's happening? That's interesting. I think we're here to be creators, not victim, and focus. Yeah. It's very important to focus on the work you have to do, because it has to be done. That's what I tell myself each and every day. It's not to focus on the nonsense and other people's dream and stuff like that. It's to focus on my stuff that I have to create, on the legacy that I want to leave behind. I don't want to pass like a leaf in the wind. People are going to remember my name when I leave here. When I leave this place, you'll remember the name Janik, for sure. That's what I want. I don't want to be like a leaf in the wind. I'm a leader. I'm a born leader. I'm born strong for this shit. I don't care. I'm not. This thing doesn't bother me at all. I'm born for this stuff. I came here for that. I know it. I know it. Now the rest, once you know, things change. Things start to change. Once you know what's your calling, once you know what you came to do here, things really change. I'm telling you. Now you just going on overdrive, and you don't stop. Consistent action. This is creative. Yeah. Everything we do is can have impact on creation also. It's not only that it has impact on you, you're going to have an impact in the world. Do you want to come in this world and not leave an impact at all, like just watch TV, watch the news, and drink beer and eat popcorn and die and eat hot dogs once in a while? That's life. Like go to your holidays. Like, come on, life has to be much bigger than that, and you have something to bring about here that no one can do. No one can do your stuff. It's your stuff. That's what Les Brown used to say. It's your stuff. Yeah, it's your stuff. No one can take it. No one can take your stuff. No one can realize your dream for you, go into action for you. And even you got to conquer yourself. So imagine the work has to be done. It's enormous. The work has to be done. It's enormous. But is it worth it? Yeah, it's worth it for sure. And anything that's worth doing is worth doing badly until we get it right. Boom! Live and direct. That's how we roll. Yeah, man. Anything that's worth doing is worth doing badly until you get it right. So that's why I'm here, and we are creators, not victims. Exactly. We are creators, not victims. We're here to create. We all have something to do. You might not know right now what you have to do, but even if you don't know what you have to do, practice something. Practice gratitude. Practice kindness. Practice all those good stuff, and it will bring a lot more good vibration into you also. Like, what's the goal? To really cultivate that good vibe, to keep it, and to smile to life, and then life will smile back at us. But if you're crabby with life, if you're sitting down and you're crabby, like, look at nature. Everything is into motion. All the work is in motion. The sacred mission is in motion. But it's only us. We're sitting on the couch. Like, we're very, very uncomfortably numb. Uncomfortably numb because it's not really comfortable to be in suffering. So most of us worry about the fucking paying the bills, get food, this and that, and think for our freaking bread. So, this is not living. This is not living. This is surviving. So we got to get to the point where we establish a living, that we live. Wake up and live, not wake up and exist. Wake up and live. And there is abundance in this world. And there is magic in this world for those who are willing to see. If you are unwilling to see and you have your two eyes shut, what the heck do you think you're going to see? Magic? Mysteries? No, you're going to see a program. Program you've been given with a little veil in front with all the illusion and the nonsense and the lies and deception of Babylon. That's what it is. That's what it is. And you can name them. We'll be here for the way. So focus on what you have to bring here. On what you look, I can tell you what it is. It's only you that know it. It's only you that know it, and you probably know it deep down also because we walk pretending. We walk pretending, so we know deep down inside what we got to do with our life. There's a little flame inside that tells us something. It's just there's voices in the head and program and all kinds of stuff that prevents us from expressing that strength that we naturally have, I think. But me, I have this shit natural. That's freaking there. Me, it's a fire that can cool. It's a fire that can cool. Been a creator, discover talent, much talent in this world, but will you get noticed? Is the question. But will you get noticed? To get noticed, to get your talents noticed, I think it's a lot to put content out there, to put content, and eventually they will notice you. I mean, it's not, and also it's sometimes just the right people will come into your life at the right moment, and that will help you take a leap. But I think it's hope. Hope is a very, very good driving force. Hope, having hope, keep trying. Trying and the hope goes together. If you keep trying and you have hope, what the heck is going to stop you? It's just you got to motivate yourself to really, and also, like I say, it's a test to give. So you must go out in the well and give. And give. As John M. said, millions of poets screaming out to the world. Yeah, exactly. Millions. That's what, look, I put a new setup. I have you up there now on my TV. So I hooked the TV to my laptop so I can see the chat at the same time. It's less, it's better for me. Yeah. So I had the TV. I'm like, okay, what is it there for? That's a smart TV. I should use it. Then I said, oh, I have a HDMI cable. Oh, look at this. Gonna plug the laptop on. So now we have a new setup. I was thinking of putting it in the back on the wall there. Maybe putting it on the wall. And during the time I talk, I put stuff on the TV, like videos or something. I don't know, good image, or I don't know, nature image, chilling spot images, chilling spot videos, maybe chilling spot videos or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's a lot about yeah, going into action and have faith, have hope, have that something will happen. That something will happen. Me, you know, people with power, because when you go after your stuff, that's what you want people a bit with power, people with money, people with money, so they can help you advance a bit faster and make you travel. You know, money move. Lah. If you use their money for the right thing, it's gonna help you for sure. Accelerate maybe the process. Lah. But again, is it about acceleration or just being in the moment? Like I prefer have it a little bit harder, not have everything given to me, and not ever anybody coming to my door say, "Hey, I really love your style, man. You gotta come with me." No, I prefer do my own thing, discover really deep down inside what I have to offer, and on my own. Like I don't want to be scooped out. I said it from the beginning. And sometimes that's what we expect a bit is to be scooped out, and I think it's more about giving, and eventually people with power will recognize people with potential, and potential people recognize also power when they see it. So it's a match. It's a delicate timing, the very delicate timing, divine timing in making this happen. That I'm sure about that because I've had a lot of blessings, if you want to call, coming my way, but like all in the form of experience with people or experience online or whatever. But I think it's a lot, yeah, it's a lot about giving. You're giving a test. It's a test you're having right now. How much can you give? How far can you give? How long can you give? Can you give all your life? Can you be just a giver? Maybe you're going to be just a giver. Maybe that's what I'm going to be, just a giver. And I'm okay with that. If it's what I have to do for the rest of my days, I don't give a shit. I'll do it. If it's what is the calling, if it's what is there for me, I'll do it. First of all, the money and all the material stuff, it's more in the matrix world. Like I find balance for sure in between the matrix and my existence here. But I mean, it's a lot about also what are you saying, Martin? Success comes when you give it a try. Exact. Success comes when you give it a try. If you sit on your butt and hope that people will come to rescue you and stuff, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. People will help you. You will have people coming to help you along the way. That's for sure. There's all kinds of beautiful people out there, and they're just willing to help you at any moment. I'm one of those. I'm one of those that's willing to help anybody at any moment. But they're not in huge amounts, so you gotta rely on yourself a lot. Very important. Oh, good pineapple. Yeah, very important to rely on yourself, to rely on you. Because first of all, that's what you got to battle every day. It's you versus you until you really become one with the moment, one with life. I think that's a goal, becoming one with life. Because if you're but one with the moment, if you're one with the moment, you're one with life. Because life happened in this moment, not 10 years from now, yesterday. It's right here, right now. And I know that. And that's why I exploit the present moment, the maximum possible. Every time I have a chance, like I'm not going to come here 24 hours. I don't think it's necessary to be here 24 hours a day. But each and every day is a must, if it's possible. Like I might not be here on the 31st, I think, or I might do it from Trois-Rivières or something. I have a little family party, so... But I'll arrange my stuff to still be able to do it because I love it. I love to do it. I love to come here and share these moments with you and just maybe we'll find something a bit bigger each and every day, a bit bigger each and every day, and that thing we find bigger each and every day can maybe create something very big at the end. Who knows? Who knows? But if I don't take action, if I sit on my ass watching hockey on TV, nothing will happen there. Nothing happen in distraction. Everything happen into action on the other side of your fears. On the our worst enemy is ourselves, for sure. Once you know that, you don't care about the enemies and outside of you. And there's an old African proverb that says, if you have no enemies within, the enemy outside cannot hurt you. This is the thing. Overstand that. Very important. I have overstood it. That's why I don't reply to the fools that attack my integrity. I don't reply to a fool. The best reply to a fool is silence. You don't need to reply to those bad minds people. They have bad minds. They have bad minds, twisted minds. Let them clear their confusion. That's what I tell myself. And I know what I'm doing here is with true divine intent to do good. If people can see it, I don't give a shit. I'm not here for you. I'm here for the divine cause. Maybe when when we all straight up our minds, then when we're all going back straight, maybe then it's gonna be easier to say, oh, I'm doing that for us or something. But right now it's for a divine cause. Fools hate silence, but yeah, for sure, because they love to chat. Fools love, but not chat here, but I mean, they like to chat for nothing. They like to gossip. They like to, everything that is. Anyway, that's a state of mind. I cannot do nothing to change it. That's their state of mind. In my state, I don't intend to try to comprehend them. I'm trying to comprehend myself first. That I know the whole world is confused, so me trying to go overstand their behavior and stuff, it's waste of time. You have a bad mind, can do nothing for you. It's up to you to change it. A bad attitude, it's like a flat tire. You don't change it, you go nowhere. You're gonna stay on place. You're gonna stay stuck on the side, and you're not on the road when you have a flat tire. On top of having a flat tire, a very bad attitude, you're on the side. Hello? You want to be in the road with good tires. You want to roll. You want to roll the road of Babylon. You don't want to be on the side with a flat tire, the bad attitude. No, you want to be on the road with a good attitude, going forward, positive. That's the example I see of, sometimes I look at the road and I'm like, why roads? Why? We're always pretty much going forward on the road. That's it. So we must go forward with our lives. That's essential. We cannot stay on the side with flat tires, with a big flattening. We have a flattening energy. So we cannot be on the side of the road with the flattening energy. What is that? Anyway. Much better feeling to be up and in with life, for sure. For sure. It's worth exploring anyway. It's worth trying. It's worth trying something, life is a lot a test also, I think. It's a test of pride or whatever. It's a test, for sure.
In them time now you'll find out who is the real revolutionary. Watch this. Irites. Tell them. Blackout JA. Whoa. Sweep over my soul. Chacha, please take control. Irites make the good time roll. Sweep over my soul. Chacha is in control. Irites make the good time roll. In love with the music, we never say Irites come around so then the lotion day. This is still a call when the DJ play. Songs of redemption, go get away. My electric info, that's what you think of. I just wanna be free. So if you don't need the air, no one no answer. Everyone scream my God, it's sweep over my soul. Chacha, please take control. Irites make the good time roll. Sweep over my soul. Chacha is in control. Irites make the good time roll. No one want to admit. Basis in this alive and strong. My brothers died down a Sierra Leone. For the blood diamond. Now I come to the Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Throw down your gun and your nuclear weapon. All of them things are not this solution. Everybody ever aim now to be something. Like a fairy tale, them life have a happy ending. Live on love, you will be safe and sound. I react, sweep over my soul. Chacha, please take control. I react, make the good time roll. Sweep over my soul. Chacha is in control. I react, make the good time roll. In love with the music, we never stray. I react, come on, dance and let the ocean. This is the all world the DJ play. Songs of redemption, don't get away. Biometric info, that's what the thing go. I just wanna be free. Slave trade on Libya, no one no answer. Everyone see my God is sweep over my soul.
Don't be a joker in the deck, be an ace in the deck. Or a king and queen.
No one want to admit racism is alive and strong. My brothers died, they must see radio. With the bloodline bomb. Donald Trump is the leader of those illiterate fools who don't understand. Love is the order of the day. The universe don't have a black sweep over my soul. Chacha is in control, I realize. Make the good time roll, sweep over my soul. Chacha is in control, I realize. Actions, living a piece out of any way you want. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Throw down your gun and your nuclear weapon. All of them things are not the solution. Everybody ever aim now to be something. Like a fairy tale, them life have a happy ending. Live on love, you will be safe and sound. I realize it, skip over my soul.
Irie Blackout J. Boom! Truman Production. Ha! Yeah, man. Yeah, that's how we roll. With reggae music. Yeah. Life is like a game of cards, yeah. It's like a real game of cards, for sure. But we have the... Don't be a joker! Don't be a joker, be an ace in the deck. Be an ace in the deck, and that's your choice. You know, it's like heaven and hell. It's the same thing. Like I said, it's all about attitude. It's all about how you look at life. And how you will look at your life after, and how you will take this life to another level. That's all it is, no? Yeah, I find that a lot. Confused, Chris DeBurge sang about that. The devil and Jesus plays poker and Satan cheats. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but it's like a game. You know, tu peux être un 2 de pique aussi. T'as le choix, tu peux être un 2 de pique aussi dans le deck. Là, fait que, be very, yeah, that's it. The spades, the heart, the how they call it, the square and the trèfle. Pique, cœur, carré, trèfle. Yeah, that's it. Bozo, don't be a joker clown. Settle down. That's good. No, Bozo is a good clown. He's a good clown. It's just, I think I don't know if you put that name because you were kind of fed up a bit of the circus. You realized it was a circus out there. So you said, oh, I might as well be a clown. Bozo, the clown in the circus of Babylon. That's how I seen it. The moment I seen your name, that's what I figured. I'm like, whoop, we have a clown in the circus. But yeah. Can also be it can be a clown, can be anything. I mean, it's to do your part. It's to do your part. Do your part. Liars always fall. They will fall to the ground, for sure. What will prevail? What will be in this world at one point is a lot more truth. That's what's coming out because we live it. You know, we're coming out of the dark and we're living the life as it's intended for us to live it. This life is not intended for us to suffer. So once you find a greater meaning in life and you get in touch with who you are and with the raison, that's it. And I was, a bit, if you're too much in distraction, like I say, you're going to lose that focus that allows you to create something and leave something behind. This life is a one-time deal. That's a one-time deal, and that's what sometimes we forget each and every day. We forget the most important thing sometimes, that this is a one-time deal. You're not coming back. So every day you waste on stupid distraction, on dumb shit, it's time you won't get back. Time you can get it back. Time flies, my friend. Ha! Life is like a roll of toilet paper. Told ya. You remember that one, eh? The faster you unroll, the more closer you come to the end, the faster it unrolls. So you want to do something with your life, and that's I'm about half of the roll of toilet paper now. It's unrolling. It's unfolding fast. So that's what I felt. I feel also maybe getting to a certain age, you start to realize that life is worth living, and fear is just fucking stupid to hold yourself back for fears and what people think of you. Like, I have one life to live here. I'm gonna be concerned about what people think. You know what? Rule number one: fuck what they think. That's what I said yesterday. Fuck what they think. I don't give a shit. This is my day, my time, my life. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. Ha! And with divine intent to do good. So I cannot be very wrong. I cannot be wrong if I don't care about what they think, all the bad minds and all the stupid people that come along and try to extinguish your flame. But that's it. Fuck what people think. That's rule number one. Told you yesterday. Yeah. That's rule number one. If you care about what people think, you're going to stay in place. You're going to stay in place. You got to say to the world loud and clear, fuck to the world. Not fuck to the world. Fuck to what they think. That's it. Not fuck to the world. We don't want to. But fuck what they think. I don't care. If you start caring about that, I'm telling you, that's the first thing. That's the first stuff I tried to work on. It's really to clear the fear of what people think of me, because that's why you stay on pause. You don't express yourself. You don't lift up your voice. You don't. There's all kinds of stuff restraining us to live in that kind of fear state. So yeah, once you realize that, you say, hey, fuck what they think. I'm here to do what I have to do. Like, I know people will not. That rule speaks out there. Yeah, you have to. You have to, because yeah, fuck them, beat your own drum. That's it. Fuck them, beat your own drum. If you wait for acceptance and to people to accept, if you're liked by 50% of the people when you do something publicly, you've done a good job. Let me tell you. And I reach more than 50% here, so I'm very, very. I know I'm doing something good. So the few bad apples that come, the people that come with bad vibes, they just affect themselves. They don't affect me. They affect themselves, because I'm here every day, rising and shining even more each and every day after the other. So they just come to affect themselves in the long run, because what they do to me give me fuel. Haters will give you fuel. They would put fuel into your tank, and they will destroy themselves in the process. So let them do what they're doing. Don't fight. Don't fight evil people and people that are unconscious. You're gonna become unconscious yourself. Silence is the best reply to a fool, and that's what I exercise. There's many fool out there, many fool out there, and I can sense them. I can smell them. I can feel their vibes. So it's just to yeah. I choose text only for now. Yeah. The world can suck it. That's it. That's it. That's what we need to do, to just stop worrying so much about what other people think of us, and just overstanding that rule number one. Don't worry about what people think. In other words, fuck what they think. It's gonna bring you far. Yeah, it's gonna bring you very far. It's gonna bring you, first of all, to the other side of your fears. It's gonna bring you on the other side of your fears. So what's there? Probably massive success. Huh? I feel that. and that's probably also the best revenge to any fool, any people with bad mind is massive success. The best revenge is massive success. So just go out, criticize by creation. If you criticize someone or something, do it by creation. Create something. Yeah. Mine have been for 20 years. So sorry, Bliss. What are you saying? Oh. Okay, the painful holiday, yeah. But it's because, you know why it's painful? Because we're attached to it. That's what causes suffering. I'm sorry to tell you that, but that's what causes suffering, because we have attachment. We're attached to the meaning of Christmas. We're attached to this, attached to that, and create suffering, and we have expectation. We expect stuff from people that they're going to show up with good butt. Like, all this, I think, is creating, so attachment is creating a lot of suffering. And if we are attached to these holidays, to this, we create suffering, sure suffering, for sure. So I think it's a lot about desensitize a bit ourselves from this nonsense, this attachment that we're in. And me, that's what I do. Me, that's what I practice, because I'm a bit like you. I'm very empath, and I can be very, very affected by the vibes of other people and their acting, their behavior and stuff. But I try to just detach myself from those meaning that they had in my life, those holidays and stuff, and I let go. I just let go. I realize also that people don't really care. They're just for themselves. And at one point, I got to do something here. I'm attached to giving and caring for others. I get kicked in the... Oh, you will always get kicked in the teeth. But that's good. That brings strength, and that's what you got to be, attached to giving. Attached to giving, and when it's a test. It's a test here. How long can we give? How long can we... Yeah. I don't. That's my way of seeing it. The attachment is something I try to let go, especially the calendar and the dates and the holidays and Christmas and all this. Cause to me, it's just another brand new day. Who's to say? First of all, the dates, the day, the this, the that, all that creates very much suffering, because we expect from people. I could have said the same thing. I could say the same thing. I've got hurt during the holidays a lot. My father didn't even call. My father didn't even call. He's alive. He's 2 hours from here. Didn't even call my children to wish them Merry Christmas but I'm not attached, so I don't care. I don't care. It's just, I let it go. I don't let it affect me and say, have that in my mind all day long. Oh, my father didn't call, or my mother just texts me, or they didn't even pick up the phone to talk to me. But if I put too much emotion into this, yes, I will be affected a lot. For sure, I'll create suffering. I'll be very much probably frustrated or something. But yeah, I just try to. But that's me also. Maybe because I'm a man, I'm more, I don't know, maybe women are more also sensitive maybe to that kind of stuff. I don't know. I think there's a bit of a difference. I don't like to put separation, but there's a bit of difference in thinking in women and men. We think a bit, not differently, but you're more, I think women are more empath naturally than men. Men is something probably we have to maybe you get it naturally also, but I think, I don't know, I just feel like women are more empaths and more sensitive maybe than certain men. I don't know. That's things I'm trying to explain why I don't give a shit about that stuff, and my wife is all into it. So and you girls, and so I'm just trying to, I'm not it's not an attachment. It's fun to love others, and I do, and zip back. Yeah. Just move on or forge ahead is best way to do. Yeah, that's it. Probably a fake pope too, right? Yeah, for sure. But the pope. Which one you're talking about? The white pope, the black pope? I think they're both fake. I think they're both fake. I think the whole thing about Babylon, this is why if we get I don't know. That's what I think. Sometimes we're more radical. We're more because I'm replying to the Bliss comments. She would rather think like a guy, but I think that's what it is. Sometimes we're maybe a bit more radical, a bit more no place for drama. I don't know. Me, it's just, and it's also something we have to work on. I didn't come to the realization that all I've been told was a lie to control me. So if I let these things control me again today, I'll fall back into the lie. So it's just to not let these stuff, and I don't know. But no place for drama for sure. It sounds like it. It sounds like it was a wonderful surprise, Leslie. I was beside myself. He took hundreds of pictures. Yeah, I think you had the great visitors yesterday, Leslie. You said you were very happy, great happy. That's what's important also. To every year the Pope prays for peace and nothing fucking changes. Excuse my French. No, that's it. That's it. It's just I don't know, but people think that things are gonna change and they forget and they go back and pray to church and vote and inflate the matrix. Because you can say they, you can blame them, you can say they, but look at what we are doing. First of all, we're not taking responsibility really for our lives because we default to a shit stem, a shit stem that is very oppressing, and then we create self-oppression and all that stuff, and we end up in a cage. That's why you also put your children into a cage when they're small. The crib, to really show them for the brainwash of the cage. Very, very important, the brainwash of the cage. So we do it. We teach our fears to our children. We don't teach truth. We teach our fears, and that's one of them, the cage, the invisible cage, keeping that cage around the baby, keeping that cage everywhere as they grow, as long as they grow up with that cage, with the mind control, the phones, all the fucking nonsense device that they have access to, they will stay in that cage. They will stay in that cage. Yeah. Not everyone is ready for your love. Bliss, exactly. Exactly. That's why I come on YouTube, because I know if I go out, just speak with regular folk, they're not really in tune with the kind of stuff I'm talking about here. So I prefer come with you guys here, hold a good vibe. At least I can liberate my trauma somewhere and talk to my brothers and sisters and try to up the vibe a bit. That's one of the reasons why I'm here. Canada East Coast is full of fucking grammar. They cage you here. Yeah, but they cage they. You see, again, we say they, but it's not really they. We cage ourselves. We cage ourselves. Yeah, sorry, I almost choked. Because we can say they, we can blame everybody else, but we don't blame ourselves in the process. I think the blame, where was that love? That's what Leah says in one of her songs. She says, where was that love all that time? Maybe I'm the one to blame. You are the one to blame. I am to blame for everything that I did not do in my life. I don't blame the government or the priest no. I've let my mind being tainted by madness. You let it happen. We are gladly involved into our brainwash. And we gladly brainwash our children with all kinds of stupid stuff. Poisons, all kinds of nonsense. Yeah. There is no lid on the cage. Yeah. Got to stay in the box to try and stay warm. It's so cold. Yeah. It renewed my faith in humanity. No one was on any device yesterday. But this is also one thing. Yesterday I was with people, and that's all people do. Their phones, the brainwash goes far. The brainwash goes far, and we even teach it to our children. So it's fucking sick. Yes, me, it's sick. But it's up to you to do the change, me to be the change, and maybe we can teach our children better. Maybe we can just teach our children better, Yeah. Fly out of here. That's it. But I think that's it. The cage is the one big thing that we have to work on clearing that invisible cage. It's invisible. It's there. It's not really visible. It's mostly invisible, but it's there because we're very much in fear and we don't move out of that cage. So that tells me that there is something a box a cage in, for sure. I used to be in that kind of situation, a bit less now because probably now is the only difference is I don't let so much the fear immobilize me, and I don't give a shit what people think about me. I say fuck what they think. So just that brings me to another level for sure. We did the best we could raising our children. Then they hit teens, and all hell broke loose. Yeah, but that's often what happens. But if you teach, if you teach good values and good, I think there's possibility for them to a cage with a wheel. Yeah, it's possible for them to stay. I think teaching, guiding the younger generation is very important because they're the one going astray a lot. Yeah, every generation blames the one before. That's what we do. Until we take full responsibility, each and every one for our lives, the world will never change. So take responsibility. We must all take responsibility if we want to see this world with less suffering. Yeah. Stability. That's very important. That's one. Being stable. Yeah. Being stable for me is more also being aligned. Being aligned. Yeah, but this is the teen years. They are very important too. Like you said, the rebel period. It's very important. The teen years, they are a rebel period, but we forget. It's the thing is what happened to me in my teenage years. From my experience, I could see a bit of nonsense. I could sense a bit of stuff that was nonsense, but never really to dig deep and find that we were very confused. Like I didn't never seen the world confused. I never seen the people around me as drone robots performing a program. But that's pretty much what we do because we don't think for ourselves. So if you have a head, a muscle up there, a brain, and you cannot exercise it, what do you become? A robot. A robot in Babylon performing their madness. So it's just to gain this back. Take back control of this. Think for yourself and stop attaching your high vibe to the low vibe because that's pretty much what we have. We have high vibe. It's just the shit stem is low vibe. But I think each and every one of us can make more work on ourselves to get that higher vibe that it's, yeah. I won't blame my parents. There's no one to blame. No one to blame but us. We should take the blame. We should take responsibility for our lives and the blame for all the fucking shit we have made, caused and done, and try to undo it. Try to undo it while you're still alive. So karma doesn't come and get you and bite you in the ass. I don't know. It's just do your thing. Do your thing. Like I said, I don't feel bad for the stuff I've done in my life. I have no regret. The only thing I give thanks for is to have freaking waken up. To have waken up to who I am, to start remembering who I am. That I give thanks for it. The rest in the world, I don't give a shit. They can argue with your shape of the earth and all that shit. It's all you have to do in life. Go ahead. Have other things to do in life than arguing with people about truth, about when the truth is not really something you seek. It's here and now. It's right there. You don't seek this. You seek lies and deception, and that's pretty much what we all do. We're all out there seeking lies and deception and living that lie because we're just talking about it is giving them energy. So that's all we do. We talk. Me, I see it being so. We're so entranced that even thinking that we are awake, we're fully asleep. And that's the case of many people. That was my case a lot. Now that I'm detaching from any fucking cult or any cultish stuff online, or I really think for myself, I have a greater vision on everything. More mystery, also less fakery, less indoctrination, less definition, less explanation. And who can explain me what other than me? I have to realize it. I have to go experience it. That's called life. Yeah. My oldest son said he hated me, and now he's over it. And it was never my fault, except that he was born that way, by God. Easy to blame mom for shit. You will realize. Be patient and steady in your love. That's true. I'm in healing. When healed, I got back. That's very true, especially for your children. There's always but even that you might, like yesterday, I like, if you expect people to, even your mother, to tell her the nicest word in the world, she might not get it the way you put out that vibe. Yesterday, I can tell you what I wrote to my mom, and I'm like, thank you very much for giving me all the unconditional love you showed me, because I was talking about her yesterday, so I was a bit emotional, and I contacted her during the day, but she wrote me something on the internet, so I replied to her by text. That's how she wants to contact me, so I keep it like that. I know that I'm not gonna force things. If it's meant to happen, it happened, and that's it. I don't want to force people. So she writes me, and I write her back, and I say all kinds of good stuff. Thank you for all the unconditional love you gave me when I was young and stuff and that, and your presence, and that made me the strong man I am today. And the fact that I'm able to open my heart to the world is because I had a mom that gave me lots of love, that showed me unconditional love. No matter what I did, she was always there. And I did a lot of shit, a lot of shit in my life, and my mom was always there for me, to either take me out of the shit, or to help me, or to comfort me, or to. So the fact that I'm here like that, being able to talk, my mom is a great part of this, for sure. And I realize it today, that it's because probably of my mom that I'm like that, because she was always there for me, always caring, loving. And yesterday I told her all this, and she replied to me if I wanted some kind of cookies or something. So I'm like, okay, I'm telling you the nicest stuff I told you in my life, and you talk to me about cookies. Like, after she says, oh, merci pour la reconnaissance, c'est gentil. Mais tu sais, tu peux pas, you cannot expect even me coming out and telling people all my gratitude and all the good vibes. It's the level of vibration. That's what it is. It's the level of vibration, and her level of vibration is a bit low because she's on TVs and stuff like that. Like, she's very, I see it, very mind control, very much in fear, like makeups and stuff. And I see behaviors that tells me that I sense fear a lot. So I try to be just the best as I can be. Treat people as good as you are, not as bad as they are. Treat people as good as you are, and yeah, I reach out to her for sure. But like I say, it's not reach out to her. Even if you reach out, even if you, I don't know. It's just, when there's no, like I say, death. When someone is dead, it's hurting less than if they are alive and not present. If you have a mother and father that are alive and not present in your life, that hurts more than if they're dead. It would hurt less if my father is totally not present. So my father, I haven't heard of him for, I don't know how many months. I call, I leave message, but there's like very few contacts, and it's not because we never got along or stuff like that. It's because his mind is tainted with all the freaking madness of Babylon: alcohol, TVs, distraction, lotto tickets. All this is more important than all of us around him. So this is what happens. Also, people get very, very detached from reality. Very detached from reality, and they forget the people that they love around. So then the relationship dies. in the, you know, a relationship is something you have to nurture. If you don't nurture your relationship with your parents, with your sister, with your brother, with your whatever, whoever the people around you, it's gonna die. It's like a plant. You have to nurture it. You have to water it. Same thing with a relationship. And sometimes you want more than people to create those relationships. That's what I realized. So that's why I stopped having expectations and I started to realize that maybe I wanted more than them and maybe I should not focus on it so much and just do my thing. Just do my thing and they will come around when they're ready. And maybe they won't never come around with a higher vibe. Who knows? But all I know is I can bring my vibe higher. So, yeah, me too. I love them more than they know, more than they can ever imagine. But you know, I don't know. It's the I don't know. It is what it is. Like I give them space, time, and what they need to in order to grow, in order to flourish. Because we should all be like little flowers here. We should not be shy with life, and because we stay closed up. But little flowers in the morning open up to the rise to the sun when the sun rises, and even when it doesn't rise, but it's always rising. By rising, I don't know if it's rising, but it's always there. Each and every day, it shines. So that's what we should do. Shine each and every day. You know, go into nature. Look what's going on in nature. Is the sun there? Is the sun shining? Yeah. So maybe that should be our calling too, to shine like the sun each and every day. I think that, but some people are not ready for that, and that's okay. Never say never. Yeah. It hurts to talk about my children. But for sure it hurts. For sure it hurts. They're your children. For sure. Same like me. Sometimes and even your children, you can think they're gonna be all there supportive at any moment to you. Like it's very much a state of mind. It's a state of mind to care for others, to live for others, and to help others. It's a state of mind, and doesn't mean your children gonna have that state of mind. You can teach them anything. Doesn't mean you can lead a horse to water. I can make them 1,000 speech to my children. Doesn't mean they're gonna fucking take it and do something with their life. They might settle for the fucking crumbs, and that's their life. What can I do? I don't want to settle for crumbs. I'm going for fucking greatness. That's where I'm going. It's a greatness highway. I'm on the greatness highway, but people wants to stay on the la petite route de campagne. Tu sais? Get on the freaking highway. Go forward and get full foot on the gas, and don't hesitate. Stop hesitating. That's what makes Don't think that because we have expectation, again, we have expectation from our children, thinking that they're going to be all there for us all the time, cheering for us and this and that. I've realized that even your children, even your children are just for themselves. So it's really much a training, and because the world around them, the example they have from the world and the pressure of life, when they start to get to 18, 19, 20, then they got to face life. They have to face life, and that could be very, very challenging if you don't have the drive, the guts to face life boldly. You're going to shrink, and that shrinking will make you forget people around you to help people that you love, will make you do that. And other people around you sometimes also can cause you to be very distracted, can take you out for the things that really matters, which is living for others. So there's a lot of stuff that can, Teenagers, this is how they are. They typically come back to the foundation and home again. Yeah, eventually they will find their way, and some just don't have the shape of our hearts. My heart is not shaped like many. Yeah, that's it. We're very, very empath, and we feel things very deep, and that's why sometimes you're gonna be hurt. You're gonna get hurt. I got hurt many times in my life. Yeah, I got hurt last week. Things are not moving fast enough. I get hurt. it's like, what, you don't care? So I get hurt. I told Sam because I wanted him to do stuff for me on Photoshop. And he takes like 2 days to reply to me on Messenger. I got fucking frustrated. I told him, I said, hey, bro, that stuff mattered to me. No? Where the heck are you that you cannot reply to your father? Where are you? What are you doing that you cannot reply to your father? That I got frustrated, for sure. And I gave him a message. I shot him shit. For sure, I got first. That's what I'm talking about. A bit. Sometimes anyway, I think he got my point. But, they want to have their little quality time and stuff and their little stuff without helping others too much, doing stuff. But, I got fed up at one point and I just told him. What I thought. I know he's not holding stuff back against me. He knows how I am. And I'm very direct and very... and when I want things done, I want it done now. Especially if it's for me. Especially if it's for me, I want it done now. I want it done when I want it done. And sometimes people take time because it's not for them. It's not for them. So and until you bring back that state of mind to care for others as much as you care for your stuff, you will probably always be more just for yourself than for others. That's the cultivated state of mind, the default state of mind of pretty much everyone. So yeah, when I want something done, I want it done, and I expect sometimes too much. I expect too much. So expectation cause what? Suffering will cause division, because then you're gonna tell people. So I have learned with that, and I said, okay, I've got to learn it. So why do I need Sam all the time? I went on Photoshop and I learned it. It took me like 15, 20 minutes. And for all the stuff that I was asking him to do, I learned it in like 10 minutes. So I give thanks a bit to him also for taking his time like that, because it pushed me to learn it by myself and to do it myself. It's not because it was very hard. It was just cropping the picture, but I had to learn how to do it. And I went and follow a tutorial. I learned it in 10 minutes. Then boom, I'm back. I'm doing them myself. So I give thanks to him. But also now I've learned from that experience to not expect so much, even from your children, because they're busy with their own life too, making something happen, and or either caught up into distraction or stuff. So yeah, I don't expect from no one really other than me. I want to live up to my own expectation. I want to have, because you get disappointed. Yeah. When I was 17 and graduated from high school, my father was crying one night, and he thought we didn't love him. It was awful. We all stopped and thought about it and told him then and there. That's it. Similar things. I feel for your dad. Yeah, I feel that stuff too. Né? Sometimes, we, and it's just because I've done so much. But it was natural for me also to raise my children, to raise Sam the way I've done it, to go get his custody young when he was 5 and all that, because I knew I could bring something substantial to his life. But that doesn't mean he's going to pick up all the stuff, and it's the helping and caring part that's important. It's not to go online and yap your mouth. It's how much you help people. How much you help people, and especially the people you love, the people that you have around you, the people that care about you. How much, that's the most. And sometimes they don't have that fiber naturally also. So, yeah, we were rotten teenagers, but always had lots of respect. I felt so bad. I made sure he knew it. Yeah. I have the chat there. I just thought about it. It's new, so I don't have that set up usually. My mom changed your diaper, bro, and no man or woman is an island, nor will one island stand alone. Exactly. He knew it before I was done. Yeah, but that's it. I prefer tell him straight in his face what I think, and even if he listens to that, he'll even get it straighter. Hopes he freaking starts smelling the grass. There's sometimes if you don't tell people what you... okay, sometimes it might cause division, but I prefer I prefer to say the truth than be hypocrite with him. I don't want to be an hypocrite with my children. So especially Sam, he's at an age that he's 20 and he can overstand some stuff. So I don't mind whipping him a few times. But even whipping them, sometimes whipping them. I mean, I don't take a whip, obviously. But even if you motivate them, try to teach them the maximum stuff, it's up to them. They have to see it. They have to see their own greatness, conquer their own fears, so it's a long process, but at least share the love. But yeah, even your children, sometimes I know I have 3 children myself. He's 20 now. He's 20, Sam. Yeah. He's yeah. He's gonna turn 21 in March. 21st of March, apparently. Yeah, I was there. But it's a new day, so. No, so your mom changed. Yeah, that's it. I don't know. I don't let it affect me so much because I know he's got to find his way, and I send him maximum love, and what can I do then? You know, spoke to mom yesterday and siblings. That was nice, but it hurt. I wasn't there, and they're only a few hundred miles from me. I want to break free and go home. I'm done with this shitty. Yeah, that's it. My sister is not mad at me anymore. She called me. Always have faith. It's so hurtful sometimes. Sounds like a really bad place, right? Yeah. No, sometimes people can come and hurt you, but you know what? That's one thing. Everyone's going to hurt you in life. Everyone will hurt you. You just got to find the one that's worth suffering for. Because your wife will hurt you. Your children will hurt you. Everyone will hurt you because we're very, very much just for ourselves. So hurt will come. But you got to find the one suffering for. I think it's worth suffering for Sam. It's worth suffering for Gavin. It's worth suffering for Abby, for Kim, for all the people that I love. For you guys, I'm willing to suffer. Take the fucking shit. Because it's worth it. Ha! Boom! That's how I think. So I don't let that affect me too much. I keep on going, keep on moving. It's very important. Keep moving forward. You know, you don't want to stay in place with emotions, the emotions that take you out and stuff. So, no, very important. That's how I see things now. Sorry. Sorry is a sorry word. It shouldn't be.
Positive vibration, rocking the nation. True man. Whoa now, whoa. Wicked got to go. Wicked man got to go. We need them no more. That's why we gonna burn down Babylon flat. Wickedness never keep up and we want it to stop. Yes, we gonna burn down Babylon flat. Burn them from toe straight up to head top. Because they don't deserve to be on this earth. Because they did not put righteousness first. And from the wicked ways they just won't divert. And to their wicked ways I man not convert. Oh no. Wicked men, change your wicked ways. And if you don't do that, then Jah is surely gonna shorten your days. You always like to take, but you never like to give. And all the works that you do on earth is so good and negative. For all the evil that you done, your days are gonna come. So I want you just to be prepared to face your fire burn. You're not gonna get away. That's what the Holy Bible says. You're not gonna get away. So be prepared for your judgment day. That's why I'm gonna burn down Babylon flat. Wickedness them a keep up and we want it to stop. Yes, we gonna burn down Babylon flat. Burn them from toe straight up to head top. Because they don't deserve to be on this earth. Because they did not put righteousness first. And from their wicked ways they just won't divert. And to their wicked ways Rasta now convert. I said I read fire. It a go burn them higher. And they go turn it up hotter. And we go put on the pressure. You cannot get away. No, you can't get away. You can never get away. No way. You go around the earth and you rob and you rape and kill. And that's the reason why we think you are mentally ill. You do not like to share the earth with each and every one. You put up your fence and a talk about say you own up your land. You better change right now, or your judgment is near. Or you will prepare to face it fair and square. You're not gonna get away. For your evil work you must pay. You're not gonna get away. Be prepared for your judgment day. We're gonna burn down Babylon flat. Wickedness and keep up and we want it to stop. Yo, we're gonna burn down Babylon flat. Burn them from toe straight up to the top. Because you don't deserve to be on judge of earth. Because you do not put righteousness first. From your wicked ways you refuse to divert. And to your wicked ways Rasta now convert. No. Wicked man, face your judgment day. Judgment gonna come on you. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? True man, tell them positive vibration and limitation. Yeah.
Boom! Stevie culture.
Yes, this is teacher they represent for the RiseNShine sessions, you know. I'm here to say, Johnny, big up yourself, you know. I just saw the thing said. Kick it down. Yeah. Yes, sir. You know that this is teacher D. Yeah. Motivational Academy. Yeah. Yes, sir, we have to tell them, yo, get your message and learn. Babylon get further, get your message and learn. Babylon get further, get yeah, none of them Gaia, yeah, them little liar can never stop the fire. Yeah. You cannot retire. Yeah. True man show and go higher. Yeah. Get to listen and learn. Babylon get further. Get to listen and learn. Babylon get further. They say the true man show and no soft and sting. And no comedy central for your laugh and sing. Babylon, if you try go round it, you get push out for the plank where the shark them a swim. Babylon, you know fi come out because we full of dope plate can. Don't know time me load up a style can. Don't know time we beat you from night till the sun out. Economic like a Valhalla, na Shambhala. Me tell you about that one man ya. In a Canada, in this another than dada. In get a double plate of free, not $1. Away the selector where you stop the rhythm from and we get mad like John Herbert, the ninja. Get the chrome and go with the cylinder. But you know listen to teacher, get your message and learn. Babylon get burned, get burned. Get your lessons and learn. Babylon get burned, get burned. Yeah. Let's slow it down. To explain some things I'm saying about this sound. It's a the true man show, Babylon can't push it around. Yo, motivation academy, you know, so you is a hit bound. Yeah, see, none of them Gaia, yes, them little liar, can never stop your fire. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yannick, you not retire. No, no. True man show, I go higher. Say, get the lessons and learn, and learn. Babylon, I get burned, get burned. Yeah. Get the lessons and learn, and learn. Yeah. Babylon, I get burned, get burned. Yeah. Teacher D represent. Yeah. Yannick, you don't know it. Show. Yeah. Get your lessons and learn, and learn. Babylon, I get burned, get burned. Yeah. Get your lessons and learn, and learn. Babylon, I get burned, get burned.
Enough is enough. Watch out, bad man and woman. We're coming hot. We're coming in the hot. Yeah, that's how we roll. We stay hot. Hot and sharp. Hot and sharp. That's how we roll. You know, as long as we stay sharp, and that's very important to keep that sharp mind feeling. Very, very important. But depends, like, what you experience in life also. Like, you could have a terrible pains and stuff happening to you. Like, depends what your story is and what you do with it also. It all depends. Like base old bank fakers. Yeah, velvet time is an illusion like the O's and Swiss cheese. Yeah, exact. Jacob is here. Boom, big up, Jacob. Great vibes, stay up. Of course. Getting it down. I have been burned many times, financially heartbreak and slandered by low lives. Yeah, but you know what? You learn a lot. You build a lot of strength through an empty pocket, an empty belly, and a broken heart. That can make someone very, very strong. That's what happened to me. I've had hungry bellies often. My belly got hungry very often here. Like, I never had nothing. My mother was all that you don't want to beg people all the time, so you want to find your way. So, and I like to crawl through shit a bit. Like, it's good. It's good stuff. It's going to build you up so strong, the crawling through shit and the hardships. Hardships of life, but we expect life to be easy, and we take the easy road, and instead of getting on the greatness highway and putting the pedal to the floor, it's like we are, and even that we are on the side road, on the country road, with the foot on the gas, but the foot at the brake on the brake at the same time. So it's to move, change road, release the brake, and let go of the gas. Boom, all the way in. And you're going to advance with abandon. That's what is the best feeling. It advance with abandon. I know the feeling, Red, like you say, we need to heal first. Then it will happen. Healing is very, but that's what we do a bit here. Also, it's a healing process. It's the healing is very, very necessary. I mean, heal from the trauma and start bringing your greatness out. That's what it is. Why are you later than us? Looks like Maine is more west, and it's not an exact hour off. You have wonky time. It's 8:31 here. Here too, it's 8:31. We're on the same time, Leslie. It's 8:31 here too. Yeah, 8:31. Right now, I love to pray for others from a distance. I need to build energy, health, and rest more, but I'm up late a lot. Yeah. 7:32 a.m. here. Bliss, bliss. How come 7:32? Because you're in Florida. You see how they play with the time? It's so fucked up. It's so fucked up because sometimes you're going to change time here in Canada, but they don't change it in Holland, aux Pays-Bas. L'autre jour, je parlais avec Yvar, c'est ça qu'il me disait. We were trying to reflect why is the time's going to change here, but not in Jamaica, and we're on the same. Like sometimes, like I think in the winter or something, the time in Jamaica is an hour behind. And here we're an hour further, so but we're on the same time zone. So why do they do this for? But that people don't know too much. I mean, they just change the time, and they live in Canada, and we move the time. So, but we don't question too much. No? And this is very strange. Why in Jamaica they sometimes have different time than Canada, and we're in Quebec, and I'm in the same freaking fuseau horaire qu'eux. Là. Donc, why do they? No way. Why they play with time? The time change was brought about because of the war to give more time on the battlefield for the soldier to have more time. So I think it's all war-related purposes. It's not because you need to move the time. It's so nonsense. They play with everything, even the clock and like. I don't know. To me, it's real nonsense, and it's just to confuse us even more. To confuse us with the. Yeah, nonsense. So I'm out. I'll be back another now, and that's it. Stay up and in with life. Up and in with life, and we'll be back tomorrow, same time, 7 o'clock. The normal time that I show up here. My habit time. My habit time that I show up here, 7 a.m. So all the best, rise and shine is the order of the day, and stay focused. Stay true to yourself. Most of all, stay true to yourself. Because you can be true with the world, thinking to be true with the world, this and that, but often it's illusion. Be true to yourself. Merci beaucoup for your kindness and generosity, Janik. It's natural for me. It's like rising time. It's like, I got to do something with my life. I feel like life is going fast to like a roll of toilet paper, I told you. Like I'm not, I started noticing white hair on me, so I said, it's time to do something. Whoop! It's time to do something with my life because before I become all white. So even there, you can do a lot, for sure. The age doesn't matter. No matter what age you are, you can always do something, bring something here. Like years, and even older, you can inspire a lot of people because you have a lot of experience, a lot of wisdom. Wisdom comes with experience. So I think the older you get, the more experience, the more wisdom you get, and that's probably what happened to me. Is I went through experience and acquired certain stuff, and that's it. Now resolving to build a better me, and I do it with my brothers and sisters here because I found people have great conscience. Like I think I have a great conscience. I'm doing this with the intention to do good anyway. So yeah, I'll keep it like that. So big up, rise and shine, everyone. Great day all. Mario, Cappy, much love. Thank you for inspiration. Yeah. We all inspire each other also. We inspire each other because just our presence inspire each other also, not just what I say. It's like, do I remember everything I said here today? Probably not. I forget very easily. So, but I know how I feel. You probably gonna remember how I made you feel, and just that is important. It's how we make people feel. Make people feel good. It's about feeling. It's about feeling more and making people feel good. Also, if you do something publicly, assure yourself that you make them feel good. It's not only about what you do, your accomplishment, or your fucking personal upliftment. It's a lot about doing it for others too. And yeah, but I have that state of mind. For me, it's a natural thing. I don't force nothing. Nothing comes. I do this effortlessly. It's effortless. Sweet day to all of you, sweet people. Now it is so dance for us. Yeah. Thanks to all for the advice and chat, and Janik for the gathering lace for misfits. That's so good, Red. Thanks to all for the advice and chat, and Janik for the gathering lace for misfits. Yeah, I don't intend to fit in at all, so maybe we're misfits. Have a next level kind of day, everyone. That's it. The next level kind of day. Like, this is the day for sure. Gathering place. Gathering place. Yeah, I know. Oh, gathering place. Okay, yeah, I saw lace. I was like, lace. Maybe that's a word in English, but gathering place for misfits. Ah, you're wonderful. You're wonderful. You're all wonderful. You all bring a vibe here, and also your vibe gets here very, very intense because I read all your comments. I have everything in my face, and you're all like full of love. All of you here, all of us. That there's just so much good vibes here. It's a very good place to up, up, up the snakes and ladders. No downers. Boom. We're out. That's it, Red. Red Rose Rocker! Boom! I'm out. Keep shining. We got this, family. Keep shining.